Welcome to South Sudan Diversity. My name is Tito.
Iranian regime. They'll not be able to hide in Canada. They'll not be able to hide anywhere. Their assets will be frozen in Canada. The message is clear. There's no place for them in Canada.
The honourable member for Wellington, Halton Hills.
Mr. Speaker, Global News reported on November 7th that the Prime Minister had been briefed last January about federal candidates receiving money from Beijing. We started asking questions a week later on November 14th. But it took till yesterday, November 20th, for the Prime Minister to say, quote, "I do not have any information, nor have I been briefed on any federal candidates receiving money from China," end quote. Why did it take the Prime Minister 2 weeks to say that he had not been briefed on election candidates receiving money from Beijing?
The honourable minister.
Mr. Speaker, I want to be unequivocally clear that Canadians can count on our government to remain vigilant when it comes to safeguarding free and fair elections in Canada. As my honourable colleague knows, we had an independent body look very closely at the allegations of foreign interference and confirmed that that election was free and fair. But we remain soberly aware of the threats that hostile actors pose, which is why we're cracking down on foreign funding which could influence elections, which is why we will continue to leverage every single authority at our disposal to protect fair and free elections in Canada. Thank you very much.
Honourable member for Wellington, Halton Hills.
Mr. Speaker, the 2011 election was free and fair, but that didn't prevent an investigation from taking place about the Guelph robocall scandal. Yesterday, the Prime Minister also said, quote, "I've asked my officials to examine these media reports and give all possible answers, everything they can, to the parliamentary committee that's looking into this," end quote. Will the government assure this House that the Procedure and House Affairs Committee will get all the answers and all the documents they are seeking and not defy the committee, this House, and you, Mr. Speaker, as they did with the Winnipeg lab documents?
The honourable minister.
Mr. Speaker, as you heard the Prime Minister say, of course we're going to cooperate with the Parliamentary Committee when it comes to disclosing all of the allegations that have been addressed by an independent body which confirmed that the election in 2019 was both free and fair. Mr. Speaker, and I want to assure my colleague and all members in the House that this is not a partisan issue, that every member in this House has to work together to safeguard all of our democratic institutions, including elections, so that every Canadian can have their voice represented in this chamber. Mr. Speaker, we will spare no effort in securing that objective. Thank you.
The honourable member for Mégantic-L'Érable. 2 weeks after the allegations of Global News, the Prime Minister finally denied being specifically aware of the clandestine network of 11 candidates. The PM was asked to give all the information they can share with the Parliamentary Committee. Can the Prime Minister confirm that all the documents will be shared with the PROC committee and that they will not use their majority coalition to hide documents like the Liberals did during the Winnipeg debacle? The Honourable Minister. Mr. Speaker, the government respects the process for parliamentary committees, and of course we will collaborate with the committee to conduct a review, but we've already launched an independent and nonpartisan process that confirmed the results of the 2019 election and said that they were free and fair. And we will continue to use all the tools to safeguard all our democratic institutions, including elections.
Thanks for watching. Please feel free to suggest any topics to be covered by South Sudan Diversity, and remember to subscribe if you like what you see.